Good morning, fifth graders. I hope you're having a great week. Um, Thank you all who have completed or are working on your sunflowers. They are beautiful. I'm assigning you um, another activity that you do not have to complete, or you may choose to do that if you've not started your sunflowers yet. And it's blown ink trees. And this week, I'm giving you examples of the blown ink sunflowers and the blown ink trees. So you have a choice when you come back. So you look at those on the slides and you make your decision. If you completed your sunflowers this week, you're not required to do anything this week. Composition wise. So, yay for you. Would you please just send me a message that you completed the activity and I approved it last week? Remember, you must attach a picture of your completed or your work in progress to Mrs. Walkirk so that I know that you're working on this. And the other thing I want to talk to you about today is Coddington Yearbook. Now, Cougar Book. Attention fifth grade aspiring artists. It's time for the 2020-2021 Coddington Yearbook Over Design Contest. Now, our theme this year is Let's Be Social. So when I talk to Mrs. Horton, what they're looking for is a yearbook cover that has the cougar on it, number one, has the year on it, number two, and represents maybe some online learning or something in virtual land that is representative of the year that we're having. So there are some requirements, and you will see that on the directions here. I'm going to remind you of a few things. The yearbook does not turn like this when you get it, correct? The yearbook is this way. This is portrait. This is landscape, portrait. Draw your composition with the paper turned portrait. Outside on a table on Monday or today, because I'm doing this last week and you're seeing it this week, but it's really last week when I'm giving directions. So I forget that I'm giving the directions for next week. You're going to see a envelope, and it may be white or it may be a orangish yellow, cadmium yellow envelope. Inside this envelope will be your directions and your directions and 2 pieces of cardstock. It's a little bit thicker. It's better for a finished product. It's not polished, so that you don't have to worry about paint not going on it and staying on it, or markers. Remember that brighter is better. I like to outline when I'm doing posters. I like to outline in black and then color. If you want to use colored pencils, that's fine. If you've had your books in the past, you might want to look at the covers to see what they look like. But in here is our directions and what the finished product goes on. Now, I know that we like to practice. So also in that bin that has those envelopes is tons of the white paper, same size as your cardstock, that you can grab 2 or 3 of these sheets and you can use them to practice on. So remember, if you get a drawing that you really love here on your practice one, you can outline it with black. You can put your cardstock piece over the top of it, stand at a window with the light coming through, the sunlight coming through, and trace your drawing. If you were in the art room, Miss Walker would let you come in at recess and use the overhead projector, but you probably don't have well, you might have an overhead projector, but most people don't. So this would be my drawing. and I would put my cardstock over the top. I would hold it up to the light at a window, and I would just trace my drawing, and that will stop you from having to try to redraw it and be disappointed because you're not happy with your redrawn one, or as happy with your redrawn one as you are with your practice one. So that's a lot, but I'm going to also string this message. If you have any questions about the yearbook cover, you can email me, or you can go on to Google Classroom, and you can always send me a message. Children send me messages, personal messages all the time. That's a good way for you to communicate with me. All right, so look at the slides, follow the directions, come get your packet. There is a due date on here. I want you to look at that. We have to extend it, we'll extend it. I'm pretty good at that, but don't tell anybody. Just for my 5th graders. Sure do miss you. Y'all keep trying. That's all I'm asking you to do is just try, and we'll be back together soon, I hope, and we will get on with it in the art room. So until then, I will talk to you later on. If you have any questions, send me a message or email me, and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Bye, guys.